Hello, my name is Rogério and I'm a man of many passions: chocolate, cinema and wine. Well, I enjoy the fine things in life, but there was something missing, and that was creating video games. Therefore, I founded Game Studio 78, but I couldn't make it my own, so I surrounded myself with the finest and most talented guys around. But it wasn't enough, there was something still missing: the game. Hush.
HUSH deals with something we all experienced in our lives: fear. Fears that all of us experimented at least once in our lifetime. From when we run across that dark hallway to reach the bathroom, or that big fat spider that lived in the basement. The game will offer strategic fighting with many monsters, several puzzles that will block your progress on the entire game, and above all, a compelling story that would grab you through the entire game. Our main character for this game is called Ashlyn, a small child that for unknown reasons ended up in an old, abandoned, mysterious and gloomy orphanage. Ashlyn has to overcome her fears in order to be able to escape from that sinister place. For that goal, she will rely on her little friend Gogo and other toys straight out of our childhood. The enemies that she will face are based on specific fears, and their range can go from the usual annoying mobs to art-defying bosses. To defeat them, the player must take advantage from the environment and from the weapons that Ashlyn will find along the way.
Our main quest will be divided in episodes in order to guarantee that each one can have its own storyline and specific environment. The episodes will focus on 3 different fears, with their own different challenges and experience that will demand the player a varied set of skills. Your goal as a player is to escape this nightmarish place, while gathering clues that will get you closer and closer to the reason behind your presence there. HUSH is an action-adventure game with RPG elements, focused on story and characters, so we designed the gameplay in a way players could relate to. The levels are designed to highlight combat, puzzle solving and exploration. The combat system is fast, broad and intuitive. The puzzles are challenging and there are several places to explore. From dark basements to hidden rooms, there is a lot to discover and unveil in Ashlyn's orphanage. The combat style will range from straight hack and slash to a more strategic combat approach. Players will be demanded to use cunning and strategy to decide on the best approach for each confrontation. During her quest to discover what lies beneath the fears of the orphanage, Ashlyn will be faced with several challenges and puzzles, finding a way to pass through a dark corridor, discover a combination to open a secret door, or simply avoid being seen by a frightening ghost. The game will tell you what you need to do, but not how to do it. We want the players to think and try out different approaches to the challenges presented to them. HUSH will provide a memorable journey full of emotions and experiences, designed in a way that you have fun playing it.
The concept art style of HUSH is based on a traditional cartoon drawing, balanced with a bizarre and twisted world of fears. Through the game, you'll find all sorts of whimsical and fantastic elements contrasting with the surrounding horror, like light bulbs floating in space, gloves that will harvest and protect electricity, and NPCs out of this world. In order to create this environment, it was essential to understand the concept of fear and its power over our minds. Embodying these terrors, you have all sorts of monsters and physical spaces. In this game, you'll find ordinary objects that come to life when they're in the dark. In the Fear of Thunder, you have monsters that will paralyze you with a loud crumbling noise. All these concepts will develop to enhance relation between the phobia itself and the creature that embodies it. At the end of each level, you'll find a superior enemy that represents the fear in its most twisted form.
My job here is to bring life to all the concept art in order to provide a great game experience to the player. One of the most important features about this game is the balance between textures that we will use. For instance, to differentiate characters between them, we use textures that would adapt to their nature. During the Ghost Sphere, the enemies will be more translucent and the image more foggy and dark. In the Thunder Sphere, on the other hand, we'll use a lot of metallic and rusty textures to emphasize their raw construction. Our main character Ashlyn will present method-based features to create a softer look in comparison with the environment. And with the help with the latest graphic engines, we'll be able to turn HUSH in a top-class looking game.
On Hush, the sound design and soundtrack will play a major role to awaken your fears. The whole sound environment will depend on your performance and experience on the game. Prepare yourself for some spooky ambiances and don't trust everything you hear. Be brave. The braver you are, the easier your path will be.
Hush is being developed under Unity engine. This choice reflects our goal to release the game on as many different platforms as we can without changing gameplay. The game will be first available for PC, Mac, and we will develop console versions for Xbox One, PS4 and Wii U. Last but not least, Android, iOS and Windows Phone will follow. So, why are we on Indiegogo? We need to pay for further licensing, accelerate development with a bigger team, create material to promote it, and expand in-game content. That's why we've started an Indiegogo campaign, to guarantee we get enough funding to finish Hush in time. What happens if we don't get enough funding? Well, first, we may take years to develop Hush, and second, we may never achieve the quality standards we've set ourselves to.
Help us make it happen by becoming part of this. Join our project, conquer your fears, and most of all, have fun playing. Bye!